It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler. It's everyone's friend, it's Tyler.
Hey guys, Tyler here. There was this one segment during the debate between JD Vance and Tim Walz that I wanted to respond to for this video. And so without further hesitation, let us begin.
It's a damning non-answer for you to not talk about censorship. Obviously, Donald Trump and I think that there were problems in 2020. We've talked about it. I'm happy to talk about it further. But you guys attack us for not believing in democracy. The most sacred right under the United States democracy is the First Amendment. You yourself have said there's no First Amendment right to misinformation. Kamala Harris wants to use the power of government.
When it comes down to the aspect of hate speech, the Supreme Court has ruled on multiple different occasions that hate speech is in fact protected speech underneath the Constitution. There was a case that was known as Matal versus Tom, which has this particular segment about the issue about hate speech and what exactly does it mean for the case of the First Amendment. The idea that the government may restrict speech expressing ideas that offend strikes at the heart of the First Amendment. Speech that demeans on the basis of race, ethnicity, gender, religion, age, disability, or any other similar ground is hateful. But the proudest boast of our free speech jurisprudence is that we protect the freedom to express the thought that we have. This comes directly from Texas versus Johnson. It says right here that if there's a bedrock principle underlying the First Amendment, it is that the government may not prohibit the expression of an idea simply because society finds the idea itself offensive or disagreeable. This comes directly from Sider versus Phelps, and it says right here that speech that deals with matter of public concern when it can be fairly considered as related to any matter of political, social, or any concern to the community, or when it's a subject of a general interest of a value and concern to the public, speech on public issues is entitled to special protection under the First Amendment because it serves the principle that debates on public issues should be uninhibited, robust, and wide open. As I demonstrated, there were multiple different occasions that the Supreme Court has ruled that hate speech is in fact protected speech by the First Amendment.
You can't yell fire in a crowded theater. That's the test. That's the Supreme Court test.
Tim, fire in a crowded theater. You guys wanted to kick people off of Facebook for saying that toddlers shouldn't wear masks.
Senator, the governor does have the floor.
Fire in a crowded theater.
When Tim Walz stated that you cannot say fire in a crowded theater, it's in direct reference to a court case that was done back in 1919. The quotation goes as follows: "The most stringent protection of free speech would not be protected if a man falsely shouting fire in a theater and causing a panic." However, back in 1969, it was overturned directly by Brandenburg versus Ohio, which allows people to say fire in a crowded theater.
This idea that there's censorship to stop people from threatening to kill someone, threatening to do something, that's not censorship. Censorship is book banning. We've seen that. We've seen that brought up.
First and foremost, the term book ban is a misnomer. And the main reason why I would say it's actually a misnomer is largely because removing books directly from school libraries is not the exact same equivocation as not allowing a book to be sold at bookstores or any other place that sell books. So in other words, if somebody can go to Amazon.com or any other bookstore and purchase the book that was actually removed directly from the school, it is not necessarily therefore logical to say that there was actually a book ban that was happening. It is so laughable to me at this point when they remove books that come directly from school, and at the same breath, when they cry book ban, what they do is sell banned books at a bookstore, even though they're clearly not being banned within that bookstore. Additionally, we do in fact know that the Biden-Harris administration have in fact been going after people for posting misinformation. We know directly from the letter that was done directly by Mark Zuckerberg that they had pressure directly from the government to go after people that post information that they perceive to be wrong. And it turns out that many of the people who turn out to be right are still on platform on places like Facebook or Twitter or these other kind of social media sites. Meanwhile, for the case of authors, there's nothing that's actually preventing them from publishing any kind of book whatsoever. For example, many authors nowadays are self-publishing their own books directly by themselves, or they go to a publisher. There are many different avenues for people to actually publish books. However, a person getting blocked directly on social media, there's no other places to go for other kind of spaces that are really big and humongous with large numbers of people. But anyway, what do you guys think about my response? Tell me in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.